Good morning. Grubber needs to go to yard 1. And if she's on, she's gone. Bulls are getting semen tested today. Just waiting on a phone call from the vet. I've just stalled. Oh man, never get tired of that. Why do you do that? Someone will know. Put it down below. Why do they bury their head in the soil and get all manky? The reason I have done this is we're out of tractors. Dunk has a plough on, he is ploughing. Kev has a drill on, he is drilling. Dad has the discs on, he is disking. And as for 3-point linkages, that's all she wrote. Just saves when it comes to swapping over, which will be tonight. We don't need to run a tractor along the road to yoke up. It's here, ready to go. Oof. Ooh, very exciting one now. I'm off to yard 3 to pick up something very, very special. Can you guess? I am at yard 3 and the exciting thing is all to do with Bandit beer. You beauty. Here we go. Batch number 2 coming soon. So this is our barley that we grew, bought by a whiskey company for producing whiskey. They ended up producing a bit too much and I've managed to buy a wee bit back for myself. That was the same with the batch 1, and there's a bit left over to make another batch. And then any malting barley we grow this year, we're going to go again and malt some of that for whiskey and for myself. Bigger batch makes it more worthwhile. But here we go, there's 22 bags now, and there'll be another 22 bags in a couple months' time. 18,000 odd Bandit beers. I'm going to get a lot of people drunk. We've got some loaded up. I've got some more in the back seat of my Defender. Batch 2 begins. Keep your eyes peeled for launch date and pre-orders. Probably do it the same as last time, which was opened up for pre-orders kind of 2 weeks before it was due. I'm really excited. There's some cool changes. There's still some details to be finalised, but it should be a belter. Right, let's get this home. Also need to go and pick up the digger because we've got a drain which is spewing out water in a field we've just sown. Need to get that looked at. So why don't you slide? Soon to be alcohol. Vet's on the way. Semen test these 3 bulls. Dad's here, has just been emptying a trailer. Dunk's been out ploughing, he's finished at this yard, just putting the guard on the spikes there. Just scrape this so I can get the gate open at the front there. This is a shed design flaw. The water is in the way of the gate, so we need to disconnect the troughs to get the bulls out. We need to do a wee bit of redesigning here, but we will, but just not today. Okay. And now Neutron, he's the fastest. Straight out of the blocks, bad news, Mike is subfertile. Shocker, shocker. Here's a few images of his sample under a microscope, so have a look there, and if you can see the wee black non-swimmers, the ones that are not moving, they are dead. Bad news, dead equals bad. Swimming really fast is good, we want all of that. We don't have all of that. Vets classed him as a 3 out of 5, effectively he's subfertile. Not good, he's my favourite bull, he's got everything else going for him other than the fertility. Good shapy calves, good temperament, easy calved, everything else was in his favour. That's all down the pan now. I'm a bit gutted about that. He will still work, definitely not as effective as a 100% bull. Poor start. Here we go, Euro's done and dusted. He's a 5 out of 5, firing on all cylinders. Good lad. Jimmy to go, the new boy. On you go. There we go, these are all the samples. So we've got basically 2 bang on good samples and 1 Mike is meh. Right, we've got the vehicle set up as gates. Long term plan, I want to shift that gate right to here. Build that wee fence on that side of the gate there. and then there's a massive big gate that used to hang from the end of a building and join up to that line of fence. So we'll do that, but we'll do it here instead on the end of the building. So then when I run any animals out, all they have to do is swing that big gate round to here, gate there, both, out they go. So we will shift that gate eventually. The only thing is it's not going to be like in the corner, and it's easier to run cattle into a corner of a field than on a straight fence line. Figure it out when we come to shifting it. Right, Freddie, can you set up the gates here? Do you know how to do that? Yeah. Good. I'll go and check the cows, and you just don't do that one, because we need them to go out that way. So you do that one and that one. Yeah? Good lad. And then we'll chain them together. Ready now for the bulls. We just need to wait for Papa, because he's going to help us. Yeah, so they don't escape. Yeah. And they don't run all down the road. Yeah. Jimmy here, this lad, he's got something called, it's like epidermal atrophy, which I'm about to show you what it is. It's something to do with testicles. One is smaller and missing, or not missing, I don't know if it's missing a part of it, or... Are you trying to get that shut? Here's his testicles here. His left one there, Vicky the vet thinks he's just kind of a bit small, and there's a wee section at the base here she thinks missing, rather than the other side being kind of swollen. The section that's missing is responsible for the maturing of the sperm. It might not show up at all in his sperm, or it might be quite detrimental. They go and do a morphology which looks more into the cells and the structure of the individual sperm, so they'll do that back at the lab. So we're going to check him for that. Fingers crossed there's nothing serious comes from it. His sperm sample looked great. You're a 5 out of 5 at the moment until we get the morphology back, just to confirm that the sperms are all fine. Who's your favourite bull? Jimmy. Jimmy's your favourite? Yeah. I thought you said Mike was your favourite. Right, let's go and put them out. You can sit in the forklift and watch. Yeah. Drone's up. Let's let Jimmy out first. Come on in. Yeah, that's it. Come on, boy. Mike's up next. Bit disappointed in his sperm outcome, because I do like him otherwise. Now for the potentially troublesome lad. How would you describe him? Excitable. Keep going, Gate, keep going. Oh, I've not pushed it far enough. Nice one. Go on, lad. Because they're keen to get a bite to eat, so I've done their tails, as you can see, tidied them up a bit. Hopefully there won't be too much scrapping, and if they are, maybe it's just an afternoon of scrapping just to figure out who's boss, and then they'll just take it easy. My plan is I'm just going to run all 3 bulls with all the cows. I'm not going to split them up. Good idea or bad idea, I don't know, we'll find out. It's Mike versus Euro. Last time they were in a field together, Euro took the win, but Mike, he's a bit bigger now. He's fending for himself. Jimmy's just watching along, Freddie. Yeah. Weights. The weights of all of them, I'll let you guess. Guess the order of how much they weigh, who's heaviest, medium and lightest, and then have a guess of the actual weights. I took all their weights, so one of them is into the 4 figures. That is the only hint I'm giving you. This is one of the silage fields, so ideally I wouldn't have chucked bulls onto it, but I didn't want them just one fence away from cows. Cows are a full field away, so they can't see them, which will hopefully stop them running through a fence. So hopefully they sort out their pecking order, no injuries are picked up, touch wood. It's now Jimmy and Euro that are scrapping. Jimmy, I don't think you've got any chance. Oh, he's putting up a fight. Oh, please just don't injure yourself. Oh, please don't hurt yourself, bulls. Can't get the old digger started because the batteries are fried. That's just a way to pick up some. You're not really meant to jump it with 12 volts, but I have been. Gate lady is redundant. P45. Think he'll lock himself out on the wrong side of the gate. While I wait for Dad with the batteries, just gonna mark these out because that's the bulls out. That was Vicky the vet on the phone there saying the bulls all passed further checks. We're gonna have a fair bit of power washing to do once it comes to it. Dad's been to fetch the neighbour's low loader there. Same guys who bruise all the barley. Let's borrow it till we finally buy one. I have been looking, but any good ones that pop up, boom, they're gone immediately. Great! We now don't need the jump leads every time we use it. Two brand spanker batteries. She's up and going. Should have done that a while ago. Right, fill in this hole and then we're taking that digger along to yard 1. It is now like 6 o'clock. The plan was this about lunchtime. Things have just gone a bit funky. All aboard, digger on! Yard 1 bound. Let's sort out this drain. What's the flipping time? Get the beacons on! It's a necessity. Dad's just going to trundle that up to the wet spot. It's the first time he's driven it. I'm going to take this low loader back down to the yard. Jack's just arrived, he's going to jump on a set of grubbers and then we'll maybe get to starting up there. Still in the hunt for one of these. If anyone sees one in around the 5,000–6,000 pound mark, capable of carrying at least 9 tons, ideally like 12, 14, 16, 19, and not in shocking condition. I basically want a 10,000 pound trailer for 6,000 pounds. Low loader's off, grubber going on. Yeah, we've done, there's a gap in the middle, the width of that grass. So that bit's sown, that bit's sown. Drop back a touch. That's Jack getting started there. We're just grubbing this. It is just it's just been battered with rain all winter and it got grubbed in the back end, so it was all like broken up and loose and it just all got boom squashed. The whole layer of grubbed soil just got both battered. So it's needing that. One that'll let water get away that's still in it, although it has dried fairly well. Young lad Jack's getting on fine. He's an apprentice mechanic by trade, so, and he's clearly spent a bit of time in the tractor. He's familiar with it. Turns up and he's keen, doing a few evenings and he's doing the full weekend, so ideal. Another job that needs doing. We need to run a single line on the inside of this fence off the solar energizer to make an electric wire to keep these flipping things off of fences, because that's what happens. Kev and I were at that in the winter and it was dead straight. Now it's back to halfway couped over. They just like to scratch and push and shove and reach over for the greener grass on the other side. You can't put an electric line on the fence because it's accessible by customers, they can get right up to the fence at the farm shop, so they'll end up zapping themselves even if you put warning signs on. Run a wire on the inside, then they can't reach it, and it keeps the coos off the fence. Found a drain, but that's going directly down the hill, which is not what we thought. We thought it'd be something coming across here at the diagonal. Still might be. We've tied in the water that's bubbling up to get away for now, so back to it tomorrow. Hopefully we'll find more of a solution tomorrow, the proper solution, but this will at least give it a chance to dry out, and it'll give us a better option tomorrow for exploration. Our thinking is there must be, similar to that pipe, there's one running down a drain here. See, it appeared there. That water is now running into it there, but it runs right down the field, spot on 6 yards, 6 meters, where it's bubbling up to. So seems like it's another one going down the way that's just blocked here, and the pipe is all backed up. I was thinking that's a lot of water compared to what's going down that pipe, but that's because this pipe is all full of water.